All right, folks, it's been a while. For those of you who watched a couple of my previous videos. So I'm back here with another sort of update with a few things that I've added in. Nothing dramatic, sort of on a budget these days with a kid coming along in April. So I have a few things I've added. I'll make a video and post it up here so you guys can take a look and kind of go from there. So first up, as you can see right in front of me, one of the more recent pieces that I've added was 2 seats from Fenway Park. I got these, I had to go up to Fitchburg, Mass. As some of you may or may not know, I'm obviously a Red Sox fan. And I was able to get these seats at a pretty reasonable price. These were originally offered to season's ticket holders, which I was for a time, up until 2011. When we sold them, just because they were just getting too astronomical as far as prices. So I missed that opportunity to get seats that were offered even a few years before that because they were just too expensive. So I was able to get a good deal from a guy who actually used to work at Fenway Park who had 2 seats and was able to pick those up. Now, it came with just the seats, so there is no baseboard here. This is actually the second part of the story where once I got these seats, actually, my stepdad built for me. I'm not much into carpentry. Built me a nice little stand for him, and we bought the Red Sox red paint. I was thinking about doing blue, but we ended up doing a red border. It kind of fits pretty well. And I was able to find a plaque in here, and the plaque actually I got off of eBay, dirt cheap, and it just says "Genuine seat from Fenway Park, home of the Boston Red Sox, April 20th, 1912 to obviously 2000 and still counting." So I was pretty impressed with that. The seats do have their own plaque or a little stamp of approval there. They're seats from 2008 or had been in Fenway Park, I think from like 1975 to 2008. They do have on it the Major League Baseball hologram, and I do have the paperwork along with it. So that was one of the pieces that I have recently picked up. They work great. Very excited to have them here, and that's piece number 1. From there, I know it's been a while since I posted a video, but I was kind of waiting to get a few things put together, one of which was getting the border for these seats in, and the next piece was something that actually my wife gave me as a Christmas gift. And right up here is actually a game used base from July 25th to 27th, 2015. And it was a game used base that was actually during a Red Sox game. It actually was during specifically, I believe it was like July 25th. I can't remember the date on it exactly. It was used from innings 6 to 9. And it was, and then this one, in addition, was autographed by David Ortiz. So my wife got me that for Christmas, kind of blown away by it. And I just recently got this case for it and hung it up recently. So my goal is to have the seats here, and then pan to the wall, put a television up there to kind of watch the Sox games in here. So this was again the most recent 2 pieces that I've collected. Pretty excited about both of them. Great additions to the room. And then lastly, I started getting into collecting some older programs, World Series programs. In my last video, I did discuss the 1914 World Series program that I received for free, actually. Kind of back-end story if you haven't watched the other video. It was in the trash, and a colleague of mine who goes to the same gym that I work out at had asked me to find a price for it, and I was doing some searching, and I really couldn't find much as far as pricing other than a few auctions where it auctioned off for a considerably high value, and the condition of the programs that were auctioned off were actually a lot the condition rather was a lot worse off than this. So you can look at the older video to see what's inside. There's some great pictures. This was Boston Braves versus Connie Mack's Athletics. So an exciting piece. It's got some great photos inside. So I kind of went a little, not too crazy, but I got a few other World Series programs in here. Nothing overly fancy. I'm not going to take them out of the case because I just really don't want to get the oil from my hands on them. But we'll go from here. So first was a 1947 World Series program. Obviously, here you have the Yankees versus the Brooklyn Dodgers. These guys played each other on several occasions during the World Series. In which, inside here you have Joe DiMaggio, you have all the greats, the pictures and the scorecards are fantastic. So that was one of the first ones. From there, I got a 1956 World Series program, and I'm big into 1956, and it really basically started with over here, and this is actually most of the 1956 Topps set, and I really started collecting the 56 Topps was just due to the fact that I was just really obsessed with the 56 Mantle card. That was my first card out of the series. I had always liked this card. I just liked the pictures, and I liked the sort of the action shot that they put in behind it. So this was actually probably, if you would ask me what my favorite card is, it would be the 56 Topps Mantle. It's not the most valuable card that I have. It may not be the coolest card, but for me, it was just as a personal thing because it was the first card I got from the set, and I was just really just excited about this whole series. So I sort of went a little crazy and got the whole set. So these are all sort of the big names from that set, anywhere from Jackie Robinson, Roberto Clemente, and Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, Warren Spahn, Gil Hodges, all the greats. So from there, that's where I wanted to get the 56 program as well. So there you have it. From there, I went and got a 1957 World Series program, which was the Milwaukee Braves versus the Yankees. Of course, the Yankees were in the World Series, and for God knows how many times I can count. Being a Red Sox fan, we didn't have much during that time period. So, but you got to give respect to the Yankees where it's due. So, 57, and some great photos in there. I mean, this is more the Mantle, Yogi Berra type of era. Milwaukee Braves, if I'm not mistaken. The Warren Spahn, Johnny Sane era was during here as well. So from there, sounded a few more of the recent programs, and where just being a Red Sox fan, I got sorry for the glare here, 1986 World Series program. Of course, anybody who knows the Red Sox, you'll know that this guy right here, Mookie Wilson, was the one who hit the ball to, well, we all know his name. So, and it went right through his legs, and actually have a baseball over here with Bill Buckner and Mookie Wilson. So those two are pretty historic names for Red Sox history. So I got the 86 program as well. It all sort of, like I said, it started with that 1914 World Series program, and I kind of elaborated from there. So I kind of kept it to Red Sox. This was the 2004 World Series program. Now, I was fortunate enough to be at those games during the times that I had seasons tickets, so that's the 2004 program. And it, that of course is everything to a Red Sox fan. That was the most meaningful World Series, ever, other than, the last ones we won in 1918. Also, from here we have the 2007 World Series program. Again, this was a great World Series win, but, not as meaningful as 2004, an 86-year drought. But I wanted to, kind of get all the programs, so that's 2007. And that's really all that I have sort of accumulated over the past, I think it's been, almost a year, if not between 8 months and a year. So that's really it. My collecting has sort of been on a little hold because I've been buying things like baby strollers. Not that anyone wants to see that. So from here is a quick panoramic view for anyone who hasn't seen my previous videos. You can check out the other ones that I've posted, and you get to know all these ball players up here from, Lou Gehrig, Walter Johnson, Ty Cobb, so forth and so on. And you'll get to see, who's in all these pictures, and the cabinets, the bats, boxing gloves, and all that kind of stuff. Actually, just a couple other small things that I've accumulated here, nothing of great value, just kind of cool pieces to have. I was given the Hall of Fame plaque by Pedro Martinez. This was actually given out during the games, and a buddy of mine went with his wife, and his wife's a Yankees fan, so she had one, and they gave it to me, which I thought was really nice. And then also too, I got the David Ortiz patch from his final game, or final season rather, and they gave that out to certain amount of people who went into Fenway Park, and I just really liked it. I saw somebody had it, so I had to get one. So it's really nothing fancy. It's just the patch, but just being a Red Sox fan, and David Ortiz being such an important part to Red Sox history, that I wanted to have it. So again, that is it. So hope you enjoyed everything here. I'll try to post something within the next few weeks. Maybe we'll go over like my top 5 favorite autographs, top 5 favorite cards. If you enjoy, please drop a comment and drop a like. Thanks for watching.